All right, we're staying on top of breaking news this afternoon. The guilty verdict for the Clark County man who killed his wife and shot at her 11-year-old daughter.
WDRB Stefan Johnson has been at the Mac Lewis trial since day one. Stefan?
Well, good afternoon, guys. The jury got the verdict, or got the case just before 1 o'clock this afternoon. And after a little more than 3 hours of deliberating, came back with that guilty verdict. Our cameras were in the courtroom as that verdict was read and as Mac Lewis was handcuffed and walked back to jail after a week of testimony and several hours of deliberations. Mac Lewis found guilty again of murder, attempted murder, and 3 counts of reckless homicide. In April of last year, Lewis shot and killed his wife, Elizabeth Bennett Lewis, inside their home in Sellersburg. He then shot at his 11-year-old stepdaughter. The defense claims Lewis was threatening to kill himself, but the jury found him guilty of all of the charges against him, and afterwards, the victim's family called it justice.
After 18 months of absolute hell, today is the first day of justice for our beautiful daughter, their mom, our 2 grandchildren, and Emery, who endured this tragedy. No child should ever have their mom stripped away from them in the manner that Lizzie was stripped away from McKenna and Tinsley.
As you can imagine, the family was very emotional as the verdict was read, and then afterwards as they talked to us outside. This has been more than a year coming for them. Meanwhile, Lewis is scheduled to be sentenced on November 1st.
All right, Stefan, a highly emotional trial finally reaching a conclusion today with a guilty verdict against Mac Lewis. Thank you so much for your reporting.